Hey guys, Ohio Stacker, you know what time it is. Let's go ahead and melt some silver. Hey guys, that's right, Ohio Stacker back here with another video. So for this video today, we're going to be melting some silver. I've got 10 ounces of silver rounds here. They are just the generic Buffalo, so they won't hurt my feelings too much to go ahead and see these guys get melted down and poured into a bar. I've got a new mold here, a new graphite mold. I've never used it. I just bought this one recently, guys. It says it's for a 10 ounce. I'm guessing maybe for this bigger one, but man, I just don't buy it. I'm guessing maybe that could be possibly a 3 ounce. You can see it here, guys. It's just not looking like it's a 10 ounce mold. But hey, you know what? My goal today is melt this down inside. As you can see, I've got it cranked up already. It's already up to 161 degrees and counting. I've already got the crucible in there. That baby's gonna get warmed up here really nice and quick, and we're gonna be pouring bars, guys. So what I want to do is melt some silver. Probably put about let's probably put about 3-4 ounces in there at once. I'm going to pour this bigger one first just to see what it is. Hopefully we can top it off nice and smooth. Go ahead and quench it here into this container of water here, guys. Get it nice and cooled off, and then I want to go ahead and put it on the scale, weigh it up, see what it is. If it's a 3 ounce bar, awesome. Probably make a couple one of those, and then maybe some 2 ounce bars or even a small little 1 ounce bars, enough to get us up to 10 ounces, guys. So I'll bring it back in once this thing gets warmed up to temperature and the silver gets melted down, guys. All right, guys, silver is up to temperature. I've got the mold heated up. We're ready to go ahead and get the silver out of here. Let's just go ahead and take a look inside real quick and see what that molten silver looks like. Kind of tough to see, guys, but it is all molten liquid. Let's go ahead and get this crucible out. Get it to where we need it. Let's do our pour here, guys. I do have 5 ounces of silver in here. All right, just a little bit left in there, but that's okay. Let's see what we can come up with here, guys. Let's go ahead and get it out of the mold. All right, got that out. Let's go ahead and just flip it over. See what we can come up with here, guys. A nice pour line. Let's go ahead and quench it. All right, it is quenched. At this point, it is safe to touch. Still a little warm. Just sit it down there. You can see the steam still coming off of it, guys. Hey, just so you know, I got my son on the camera tonight helping me with this pour, so let's give this guy a big shout out. Let's go ahead and turn on this. Let's get it zeroed out here. Let's get it over to ounces Troy. Zero it out, guys. Let's go ahead and see what this bar weighs. 4.56. So it's a little light. A little lighter than I like. Got some really rough spots. But I'll tell you what, guys. I may just go ahead and remelt this. Kind of get it to where I want it. But guys, it's a nice thick heavy bar. Let's remelt this. Let's see if we can get some better pour lines and get it closer to the 5 ounces that we're looking for. All right, guys, so the silver is remelted. Let's go ahead and open up the lid here, and let's go ahead and do another pour. There you go. You can kind of see the silver in there a little bit, guys. It is nice and melted. Let's get ourselves a nice even 5 ounce pour of silver. Little overage. All right. Put that back. Let it stay heated for the next pour, guys. This is, I can tell you right now, going to be another Repour just due to get a little piece of silver. Bar right there, guys. Already smoking on the deck. And just take a quick glance at it, guys. Not liking the way this turned out. Let's just go ahead and straight back into the silver melter. Guys, that's just part of melting. You have trial and error, and this is exactly what it is. I don't melt near as often as I'd like to. So, back it goes. I'll get back with you guys when it's melted all over again. Alright guys, it is heated up. Silver is ready to come out. Hopefully this will be the good pour. It might be the final pour of the night as it is getting late on my end. That looks like a nice good bar. No silver left down in there. Let's go ahead and put that back. Get this thing shut off for the night. That looks like a nice bar, guys. And it's gonna burn the wood again. Thing is slippery. Let's go ahead and quench it. Alright guys, let's go ahead and see what it is. Not bad, honestly. This little crud that you see here on the top, the next step in silver pouring, guys, is putting this into a tumbler with some chemicals and solution. Tumble this up for about an hour or so and get that kind of off. That's just some carbon left over from the mold. So let's go ahead and get this turned on. Make sure it's still an ounces troy, and it is. Guys, let's go ahead and get this thing weighed up. 5.01, guys. You couldn't draw it up any better than that. That's going to be a good bar. I'll show you the next step, guys. In this next clip is going to be getting the tumbler out, putting the solution in, tumbling this thing up, and let's see if we can make this thing shine. Alright guys, here we are back at getting this thing ready. So the next part of process of getting this 5-ounce bar cleaned up, trying to get some of this gunk off the top here, is going ahead and adding it to the tumbler. Now I do have 1 pound of steel shot in here. All we're going to do, guys, is go ahead and add some of this pre-mixed up solution to the shot. Let's just go ahead and pour it in there. You don't need it completely full, but I'd say a good 3/4 of the way. Next step, drop that bad boy in there. We'll get this thing sealed up nice and tight, guys. I'll get the lid on there and get this thing sealed in just like so. Put that on there. Excuse me. Put this metal lid on, get it down, screw on the top, get that thing nice and tight. You don't want this thing coming off while it's tumbling, or you're going to have one big mess, and that's just no fun for anybody. So let's continue to tighten this until it doesn't want to turn. Okay, let's go ahead and put it here on the tumbler and turn down. I'm going to let this tumble, guys, for about a half hour to 45 minutes or so, and see what it looks like. Alright guys, so it's actually been about an hour. So let's go ahead and stop this. Let's go ahead and get this container off and get this thing unscrewed, get the lid off, and see how the bar turned out. You guys ever get one of these little rock tumblers? Is basically what they are. They are neat just due to, I mean, they have so many different applications that you guys can use them for. All right, let's see if we can get down in here, get the seal cracked without dumping it. All right, here we go. We're in, guys. Okay. Scoot this back. Get stuff out of the way. Get a little towel down here. Let's see what we got. All right, so it doesn't look like, just based off the first glance I had of it, that it turned out too much better. It is just carbon from the pour. So who knows kind of what's going on, guys, but let me go ahead and wipe this off more, guys, and I'll bring you back in and see what we can do with it. All right, guys, well, I bring you in here for a wrap-up. So I was not able to get much of that carbon spotting out here in the bar, guys, but that's okay. It just gives it some character. I do want to go ahead and say first, I know in the beginning of this video I said I was going to do a 10-ounce pour, 2 5-ounce bars, or maybe something smaller. But due to time constraints last night with the heater, as well as how late it was for me, I decided just to go ahead and just do 5 ounces. So that saves 5 ounces for another pour. So let's look forward to that. But got the Ohio Stacker logo stamped in there. Pretty sweet. I went ahead and put the weight, 5-ounce, fine silver here on the side. The F's a little crooked, but again, just gives it some character. Doesn't look too bad. It's got a little bit of pitting on the bottom, but again, silver does that. You know, with time, when more pours I do, I'll get better at it, guys. But hey, if you've watched it this far, I appreciate you being here. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and hopefully I can earn your subscription by watching my videos. Guys, that's going to be it for today.